Let me show you the best way to clean your mattress and a few tips so you can keep it clean. The first step is to thoroughly vacuum the mattress. Now, I like to just grab an upholstery tool here and my vacuum. Now, don't use the entire vacuum on top of the mattress if you have like a roller bar and things, because it can snag if there's anything loose on there and you can ruin your mattress. I am speaking from experience on this one, so just don't do that. I like to just grab an upholstery tool here and my vacuum and start at the top and work my way down. You want to pay special attention to those areas where obviously you lay all the time on the mattress, because usually those will have a little bit more dust and debris, but also make sure to get the sides and even the other side of the mattress if your mattress is two-sided. Now, a kind of terrifying and, well, fun fact, I guess, if you will, is that we as humans shed about 1.5 pounds of dead skin cells every single year. And we spend a ton of time on our mattress, so there's going to be a lot of those in there as well. So we're gonna pay special attention to the canister and see how much we pick up. In my experience, many times vacuuming is the step that is either forgotten or skipped altogether. And this is a huge fail because vacuuming is one of the most important parts of the overall cleaning pie, especially when it comes to cleaning a mattress. If you don't remove all that dry dust and debris from the mattress, when you come through with wet methods, it's gonna be so much harder to get it clean because you're fighting against all the dirt that's still in there that you could have easily gotten out by vacuuming. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that you wanna use a HEPA filtered vacuum. That way everything you're sucking up stays in the vacuum and doesn't start floating all around the room. The next step is to pre-treat some of those spots that, well, you probably found while you were vacuuming your mattress. Now, not to be gross or gruesome, but your mattress usually has a ton of bodily fluids spilt on it, whether it's sweat or blood. And so for this, I really like to use hydrogen peroxide. There are a few tips I like to mention to make sure you're using it right. First, for this job, I suggest using the 3% in the brown bottle here. I think it does a really good job and it's not too strong. Second, you can actually add an old spray nozzle to the bottle itself. It threads on the same threads as the cap, and it makes it super easy to spray and use. Now, another thing I like to do is write the date that I open the bottle on the bottle itself, because hydrogen peroxide will go bad in 1 to 6 months, and after it goes bad, it's just not gonna clean anything. Now, another thing about these bottles is you'll notice that they are brown. That's for a reason, because it blocks the light, because if hydrogen peroxide is exposed to light, it breaks down and decomposes and pretty much just turns into water and oxygen gas, and that again is not gonna clean anything, so always keep it in a bottle that blocks light. If your mattress isn't super dirty, let's say it's maybe like a 1 to 2 on the mesometer, what you can do is just grab the hydrogen peroxide, spray the spot here. We're gonna let this sit for about a minute or two. We want the hydrogen peroxide to break it down. And then once it's done sitting, we're just gonna come through with a damp microfiber towel and gently rub and wipe that area. But let's say your mattress is more of maybe a 3 to a 5 and you wanna make sure to clean the whole thing. Well, then I just grab the hydrogen peroxide, spray it down in sections. Again, let it sit for a bit to kind of do its thing, and then come through with a damp microfiber towel and wipe down the mattress gently. This might come as no surprise, but the reason I like to use microfiber is because, well, the microfibers themselves are designed to grab and hold onto things like dust and debris and really help you remove as much of that and extract it from the surface. Now, there is a very popular item that a lot of people suggest online to use on your mattress, and that is baking soda. Now, personally, I just don't like to use it. I might get some hate from that, and I don't mean this mean towards any other creators, but I feel like it just makes a bigger mess and it doesn't really do all that much. Yes, baking soda can neutralize some odors, but once you spread it across your mattress, it's extremely hard to vacuum up, and then once you vacuum it up, it can ruin your vacuum's motor and filters, and most manufacturers don't suggest vacuuming up baking soda in the first place. But what if you still have a few spots that just aren't coming out, or maybe your mattress is more of a 5 to 10 on the mesometer? Now for this, I do suggest to come through and flush and extract, because really what's left behind there needs to be removed completely and sucked out of the mattress. To do this, I just use a Hoover Clean Slate spotter machine, or really anyone you can find at a big box store. These are super helpful to have in your house, especially if you have kids and pets. But just come through with water only in the tank, lightly spray the surface there, and suck out and extract anything else that may be left in the mattress. Now, when using the spotter machine, it's always a good idea to keep in mind that you don't want to oversaturate the mattress with water. Now, what I like to always say is less is more. Just spray a bit down and then immediately suck it up, and always work in sections. I even like to do a few extra dry passes to make sure I'm really getting all of the moisture out. In my experience, sometimes you will run across a really stubborn stain that kind of lightens up while you're cleaning it and extracting it. So if that's the case, just spray it again with the cleaner. You might even need to just give it a little quick brush or scrub with a towel and then extract it again. Sometimes you just need to clean layer by layer. If you do end up having some stinky odors in your mattress, let's be real, pets and kids can sometimes have an accident on the mattress that can leave behind, well, some less than desirable smells. Instead of the baking soda, like I mentioned, it's no good. I like to recommend using an enzyme-based cleaner. This one here is just from Rocco and Roxy. You can get this at Target or a big box store. Really, the key here is an enzyme is gonna break down what's ever left in the mattress causing those odors. Let's say, well, again, not to be gross. I feel like I'm getting gross in this video, but let's say it's pee. Essentially, pee starts to dry, and what's left behind is salts from those pee, and the salt can cause stinky odors, and you need to remove those. If you use an enzyme-based cleaner, what it's gonna do is break down the salt so then you can flush and extract it from the surface. Now, to use this, it's pretty simple. Just spray it down. The key with enzyme-based cleaners is you need to give them time to work, so always read the label to make sure you're letting it sit on there as long as they suggest. Then come through again with our little spotter machine and flush and extract the area. Again, because stinky odors kind of like to linger and they can be a little challenging, you might have to clean this one a few times, but stick with it, you got this. So everything is nice and clean and smelling great. The next very important step is to get the mattress dry as quickly as possible. Now, you can just use a basic fan like this one here, or even a ceiling fan if you have one, or if it's a really nice day, just open up some windows. The main thing though is you just want to make sure you get good airflow over the surface of the mattress. That way, if there is any remaining moisture, it can evaporate as quickly as possible. Now, I do like to mention, probably clean your mattress in the morning if possible. That way you have the whole day to let it dry, so that way you can sleep on it that night. To keep your mattress clean and in tip-top shape, there are a few things I like to recommend. Now, the first, please, please, please invest in a mattress protector. I'll actually have my favorite one linked down in the description below. But these are so important, especially after you just got done cleaning your mattress, because they create a barrier between you and the mattress, making sure things like spots and spills don't happen, and it keeps your mattress cleaner longer. Now, the second thing is to vacuum your mattress every month. Remember all the dirt and stuff we pulled out of this one? Well, you want to do that on a regular basis so it doesn't build up. Plus, it will keep your bedroom much more dust-free, and you get rid of all of those allergens as well. Now, the last thing is it's a good idea to rotate or flip your mattress every 3 to 6 months, depending on the kind, and this will help it to wear evenly. And there you have it. Now you know the best way to get your mattress nice and clean. Thanks so much for watching as always, and if you're new here, consider subscribing and smash that like button. I also need to say thank you and give a huge shout out to the Clean Squad members over on our Patreon. If you want to join us over there, click the link down in the description, and as always, I'll see you on the next clean.